Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone, I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. Ain't got no place to call my own. Feels like I'm better off alone. So sad inside and hopeless. These Hollywood hoes never notice. Can't get back on. You're gone, girl, I miss you. Can't get back on. You're gone, girl, I miss you. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. And I end up alone, I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Hollywood perfect. That's how it goes when you Hollywood perfect. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. Somehow I woke up out in Beverly, fucked up, smelling like that bourbon. How'd I end up alone? I'm not certain. Yeah, the girls impolite in the club every night. That's how it goes when you're Hollywood perfect. Perfect. There's no medicine for what you put in. I don't know why, but I let it in. For that I repent, and I don't know why. Like I was saved from the shit that you said. Wish I could change the words that you said. And there's no medicine, there's no medicine. Your words crawl into my ears tonight.
All right, time to go. Time to do stuff. Hopefully my Wi-Fi holds up. I think I fixed it, but no promises, man. No promises. That's how it is, man. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know, man. I don't know. But fingers crossed, Wi-Fi holds up. Yeah. Let me show you what's up, what's happening in the Photoshop that I am speedrunning. I am speedrunning because I'm probably insane. Let's be honest. But I can actually show you what I'm kind of doing. I don't want to show you like the whole song, and I don't think the song's like DMCA or copyright, so we should be fine. But I can show you part of it. It's a Wilbur Soot. You know, as you do. Yeah. Let's see if this actually plays like the audio, or am I gonna just have to guess it? It's probably not gonna play because I have Spotify open. Hold on. Nope, it's not gonna play the audio because it's like, no, you have your audio track open. What are you talking about, Pax? Pax, we can't play you the audio if the audio... I know what's happening. I know what I'm drawing. So, you're fine. I know the gist of what I'm drawing. Oh yeah, I did Schlatt. I did a Schlatt boy. Let's actually... I'm actually gonna do this. I'm gonna close out and then reopen it and see if that fixes the audio, because I like to like confirm if I have audio or not. Let you have a little bit of music until then. But yeah. And then we mute this, and then we come back to this, and we hopefully have audio. How are we feeling about audio, guys? It's not gonna play. It's gonna be like, haha, little idiot. You thought you could have audio? You thought I could let you have audio? You heard me wrong. Oh, we have to do this. I hate Photoshop so much. It sucks and is shit and is awful. You have to load it, which is weird as fuck. But I only know Photoshop, so I guess there's that. Yep. Don't you love it? Let's see if it actually plays something. It's like it's not loaded, you stupid person. Yeah. It'd be fine. We'll have to do some touch-ups. I thought it loaded. I thought I did the sound stuff for a sec, but hey, whatever. So, it's been a fucking week, man. It's been a week. I haven't done anything. I went on a boat. That's something. I got horribly sunburned, which is also something. Let's see if we can just, like, do that. But yeah, that's fun. Oh, this is the crazy part. This is where we start, like, zooming in on Wilbur going crazy. Okay. I was like, what am I doing here again? I was like, oh yeah, Wilbur going crazy. More likely than you think. Let's see. We are going from here to here. That needs to be smaller. Oh, fuck. Whoops. Twitch chat, I'm sorry if you've been talking. I have not seen you. I was being stupid. Oh, Twitch chat's not talking. Okay, good. I thought I was just flat out annoying Twitch for a second. I was like, Twitch, I'm sorry. I made this mistake. Twitch, I'm sorry, man. Okay. I forgot to pull up Chatterino. Oh well. But I have some ideas. So I thought you guys would want to hear them. So I have some ideas. I got, so the Badger thing, right? So you guys did hit 420, even though, like, we dropped, past that. I was like, oh, we'll still do, like, the thing. But if you want to be a part of it, I'm doing like a little lore section for all my Badgers and the broth AU that people made during the Minecraft stream. And if you want to be part of the lore, maybe check the link in the Discord, in the description. Scroll down, whatever. And you can give your own Badger description of how you belong to the broth AU, aka the Soup Mafia. And then I'll read them out. I thought that might be fun, and everyone in Discord seems to like that idea, so. Yeah. Let's see. Wilbur's like this. We'll have him cringe. I need him to cringe, man. Yeah. So, I have a lot of plans there. And that should be coming soon. Not this week, because that's why I'm speedrunning this, is because this is coming out at the end of the week. And then... or this comes out on Thursday. Praying to God that I get it out on Thursday. And then if this comes out on Thursday, the next week, not this week, not this coming week, but the week after that, I will do the Broth AU. So I need everyone's like roleplay character descriptions by then. And then, yeah. Let's see, what else do I have in the works? I got some dates back. We'll probably do some mod streams where I bring the mods in and then they stream and they cause me chaos. This week, probably on Wednesday, depending on like how fast I can storyboard. Which I've been doing like, I'm gonna be honest, I've been doing like maybe like 6 to 7 panels a day, but I haven't actually been like working like great. I've been actually I've been putting on Hassan reacting to court cases and stuff, and that's been my like podcast, and I'm like, okay, well, I guess that's that, you know. And I've been just watching, like, true crime shit. Which has been really fun and interesting. But yeah. Let's do some emotion in this face. So, we scrunch the nose. That's how you show emotion. You scrunch the nose. You always scrunch the nose. Never don't scrunch the nose. And since he is looking down, we pull his chin back. And we'll even pull the nose forward, I think. Like that. So it looks like he's looking down. It doesn't need to be perfect. It's more of a storyboard, even though I'm going to label it as an animatic. Because if you label stuff as animatics, then it gets more views. It's more of a storyboard, let's be honest. But you always want that click-through rate. I'm gonna be on it. Click-through rate? Nice. Okay, so... I here... We'll put the... like this. I like that. This is more of a chill stream because it's gonna be a lot of thinking for me. But I wanted to stream. I was having a lot of problems with my internet last night, so I couldn't stream like a full like Minecraft stream like I normally do. But I thought this would be fun. Maybe like even if you guys are like, yes, I want this, I might be like, yeah, well, no. Because I'm not even sure about doing it. Please, internet. But doing, world developing stuff. Okay, we're all good. My phone just died on me, but I was, like, concerned that it just shut off the screen. But, like, world developing stuff with my OCs and everything. And I'm not even sure, like, I know people ask for it, but I'm not even sure if I'm gonna do it yet. Because I'm just, like, kind of scared to actually do it. And I feel like I need to be ready more than anyone else needs to be ready. So that may or may not happen, and I'm just getting people's like opinions. I do have a couple OC speed paints in the works for when I do go back to college, so that you guys can have like, I can still do like a decent like upload schedule, even if I just miss a week because it's college hard. And I've been building that up for a while. So that should be fun. Should entertain you all. Okay. I was just making sure my mic's not muted. I was like, I muted that before I started stream, right? And then unmuted it, right? And it was like, oh, fuck. Okay, we'll put some little anime stress marks in there. And then we'll put some of this, some bags, you know, as you do for Wilbur Soot. Only the best for Wilbur Soot. Only the best. Like bags under his eyes. What did you guys think of the YouTube video with the voice clips in it? I haven't done that, and I thought it turned out pretty decent. I don't know if that, like, turned out good or better or worse or whatever, but I thought it was pretty good. I didn't know if, like, people were like, oh yes, that. Oh no, please stop. But yeah, that was the thing. Okay, that's a terrible mouth. Murder it in the ground. Murder it and never see it come out. That would be nice. That's a terrible mouth too. Oh my god. Crying in my prom dress was the contest. Okay. And then we do this. And then we... Oh, that's too thick. That's a thick boy! Okay. Do is run. Okay. Here we go. There we go. That's a nice thing. Nice. Very nice, very nice. Yeah. So the badges thing is gonna happen, probably. And then, I was thinking that maybe, let's see, what else is chillin' in the background? Oh, Static Garble is gonna play BIP with me. So if you don't know what that is, it's a co-op game. And we should be playing that very soon. And I'm really excited for that. So, that should be fun. I'm trying to get my friend to maybe play a game with me too. What else are we doing, fam? Oh, I can tell you about my trip. So I went to a lake and I got horribly sunburned, you know, as you do. But we went out into the water, like the lake water, like on a boat. And that was really fun. I really like going on boats. I like feeling like, oh, like the wind and the water like splashing up upon. Like, that's really fun to me. And I like stuck my hand out over the side of the boat, like as we were going real fast. And like, what was not a mistake. I'm gonna be honest, not a mistake, even though I got sunburned all across that hand. No mistake. Don't regret a thing. And it was fun. I liked it. And then I drew Bones sketches. Because I was like, yep, this is what you should do on a boat. Also, I listened to the song that I'm doing right now and was like, Wilbur Soot? Wilbur Soot? Do I hear a Wilbur Soot animatic? And then, yeah. But that's why I take breaks and go on trips sometimes, because sometimes it's just like, you need to take breaks and trips and everything. So then, you can listen to songs on loop for 4 hours in a car and then be like, animatic time? I think so. More likely than you think. Perhaps. I don't know. I love listening to songs and just looking out the window. I'm like an absolute, like, I'm like a doggo. I'm like, yep, that's all I want to do in life. Let's see. We need to add the, like, so the whole point of this thing is to make Wilbur look like he's trapped. So. We put some of these lines in here, you know, as you do to make boys feel more trapped. But I even did it with this, like this piece was that way before, and then I added like the darker edges, and it just makes you feel more trapped. So we do that here for the line work, and then we'll go into color or shading, I guess. He's going insane. He's delivering some insane traits, not gonna lie. Oh, we'll just move those. Hey mates, hello, I'm doing animatic work because I hate myself or I love myself. You guys get to decide. Oh my god. I can show you what I got right now. I don't think the music will play, but I can show you what I have. I did this really cool piece of schlatt last night. I thought that was really nice. I thought that was very clean and nice. I'm pretty. Oh, don't move that. But yeah, we're just connecting these two scenes. We're mainly connecting. I had to get from this scene. I knew this scene. I knew I wanted this scene right here. I wanted these two scenes, right? Like Tommy yelling at Dream on the bridge. I really wanted these two scenes. So I connected these two scenes, and I really wanted these two. And then I really wanted the schlatt right here in the voice line. So I'm just trying to connect them. Somehow get from the Dream Tommy duel to schlatt. So I'm just trying to like transfer the storyline there in these scenes. And that's kind of how I storyboard. I know what scene I want here, like later in the thing, and I know what scene I want here. But then I don't know what I want in between, so I'll try to like form the story around that. I'll just show you what I got. I don't think it will play the sound. We can see if it plays the sound or not. Please? I don't think it will. It's like really slow. I think it's because I'm streaming. It's like, what do you want from me? Yeah, it's not gonna play the sound. That's fine. That's fine. I'll just show you the storyboard stuff. But yeah, we go from black to Kavar. And then I'm gonna throw this in Premiere and rotate this screen and zoom in. And of course, this is not the pacing. This is my bird. I really like this bird. This bird's really funny to me. Because it's like, the door opens and you're like, what ominous thing is on the other side of the door? And it's just this bird, and this bird's like, dude, are you okay, fam? Fam, are you fine, man? Are you chill? Are you? I just imagine it's chat, like, rating Wilbur. And they're just spamming Phil rating. Phil up, you okay? It's a giant monster, and then Nab. It's a fucking crow. I don't know why this scene is so funny to me. It is. I don't know. Then he goes outside with a bird, and then he looks at him. This took me so long to figure out the perspective of this. And then of course the Tommy scene. Like, I knew I wanted this, but I didn't know how to get from here to here. So I just moved the scene up, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. That's a fine transition if I do say so myself. We want to reach you about your car. Yeah, basically, the bird's like, hello? Hello? it's like, oh no. Oh no, we're screwed. But yeah, now I'm doing this one. So we're gonna base it. Let's do this, and then we'll grab that color. Boop. And then what color was Wilbur here that I based him in? We based him in this color. Okay. Do that, right? Do this boy. Do a gray boy. Gray boy. 50 Shades of Wilbur. More likely than you think. I was gonna do the broth AU today, but then I was like, but what if I just did this? And I was like, okay, well, I mean, I'll have tons of time with like the broth AU later, and I've been already like starting to like think about you guys' like stories and how I can connect them into a congruent story to tell during the speed paint. So I think that would be fun. That's fun. It's coming together. I've got some ideas, and I'm not gonna like counterpoint anyone either. So, yeah. But we're gonna show Wilbur being an edgy boy. Don't you want an edgy boy? Did I just hear broth? Wilbur, the crow comes in and is like, broth at you, Wilbur? Hear me out? Yeah, broth at you. But yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan at the moment, and we'll see how that affects everything. I also just was like, I'm doing the storyboard, and everyone around me is like, Pax, can you do this with me? And I'm like, I had like 4 friends contact me as soon as I started this and was like, okay, so I have plans now. And I'm like, do you want to do plan? And I'm like, I'm speedrunning. Why didn't you contact me any of the other days? It's been silent from them all summer. And then randomly they're like, as soon as I'm like, I'm going to do a storyboard, everyone's like, okay, Pax, let's hang out this week. And I'm like, guys, really? Did you really? So I'm juggling that too. Everyone's like, let's do stuff now. And I'm like, guys, this is the worst time you could have picked. And they're like, no, it's fine, Pax. You'll be chill. I'll be like, oh fuck, I'm done. I have no idea about your story. Your story, let's see. You're the cook, right? So the real question is, do you want like Zell to have hired you? Or do you want to be there from the beginning? Because Silent, you could be from the beginning. You could be like, yeah, I used to cook for the old boss before Zell took over. But now that Zell's here, I work with Zell. You know? Or do you want to be like, yeah, Zell found me. You could be the old cook too. Like, you've just been here forever. Because you were also, like, one of the first people who were, like, in my live stream. And that might be fun. Because you could be like, yeah. We used to make soup out of bears until, I'm thinking I owe money to them. Yeah. Oh, it's like, you full act the bear comment when I first, like, made it on the first live stream we were in. Like, yeah, they used to make soup out of bears, but now they make it out of traitors. To the enemies. Or knew Zell before the whole Mafia of those things. Yeah, you helped Zell, like, rise to the top, and then you're, like, told Zell, like, the secret recipe. Because I'm thinking I want it to be, like, secret recipe sort of thing. Like, someone revealed the secret recipe and Zell knows it. And if you're the cook, then you're, like, you know. I mean, you don't have to be the cook. You can just be, like, Zell's right-hand man, you know? That'd also be fun. Like, Zell's right-hand man, like, yep. I got you, fam. I got you. I'll cover. You're the lieutenant. I'm digging with that E. Okay, wait. Oh no. Say oh no. I saw a it's probably more funny to me. I saw a like satire post, right, of someone on Twitter being like, this is what the some people put in their like card or whatever, like don't interact with me if you like Dream, like techno, like Wilbur, hate Tommy, like all the like normal shit, right? But then I got a crack at it, like they were just satire, so they were like making fun of people that did that. But they put, if you're age over 14, you can't interact with me if you're not in the age gap of 14 to 18, and I got a kick out of that, because that's always like my favorite. Good. I've seen those interactions so much of like a 16-year-old being like, you're over 18? That means you're supposed to not have fun and be depressed and only get job and not have fun in your off time, and what are you doing on the internet? You can't use the internet if you're over 18. And it's so funny, man. I don't know how to, like, when I see these people, I'm like, this is the fuck, it cracks me up. So the fact that they put that on their satire like post was like, I laughed. It's funny, man. It's so funny. Because they're always like, because their only excuse is like, you're over 20. What are you doing in a Minecraft fandom? And I'm like, or they'll be like, oh, you're over 20. What are you doing online and having fun? And I'm like, oh, child. Because like there's two sides of that. There's one, they're gonna be a really sad adult and no one's told them yet. Hello, Ski. How are you? So it's really funny because they're like, oh, they're gonna be a really sad adult, and that's gonna be really funny. Or the other side of it, where they're like, where like, what do they think happens when you turn 18? Like, do they think you've like evolved into a new Pokemon? Like, I'm so confused. What is their thought process? Yes. What it was like. I don't know, I don't do Pokemon. Charmander is evolving and then turns into a completely different Pokemon. It's like, oh yeah, that's what happens to humans. I'm like, oh my god. Just trying to write about cry. What are you writing, man? It's like beginning of school year. What are you doing? Is it like summer school? Because like that's a ew, gross. Like, oh my god. I turned 18 and became a Chad. Yeah. Turned 18 and stopped loving everything that I loved before. Oh, college APs? Oh, fuck. Okay, yeah, that's okay. Good luck. I'm gonna be honest. I did not take college APs because I have also Eagle Scout applications. Okay. I didn't take APs because I knew I was gonna fail them, so I just didn't take them. I was like, I'm going to fail that. Yeah, I'll pass, man. See ya, man. I'll be in the corner. Don't mind me. And then all my friends are like, I'm taking them, and I'm like, okay, you chill over there. I did hear all their like arguments and everything. Imagine being old and going to college. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me either. I don't know what you're talking about. I have fun in a Minecraft fandom. You can't be old and do that. And old for them is over 18, which is funny. It's like, oh child, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Last in 5 APs last year for Christ. Dude, I respect you, like, wholeheartedly for taking APs. I could never. I would fail that in a heartbeat. Dude, I almost failed my honors courses. Like, anyone that takes APs and actually, like, doesn't get an F on them, high respects, man. High respects. I understand. You worth, like, I think in our social studies class, like, one of the kids that was taking APs, or, like, all my friends took APs, so, like, yeah. But, one of them, they were coming to lunch after, like, AP history, like, world history, and they were complaining about this guy in AP World, where, I literally, because on Chinese, I was basically boring into having to do them. Oh, rip, man, rip. But they were coming out of class and they're like, this man, I forgot the name of him, but this man, he apparently, decided to go, he's like the first guy that like reopened trades with like, Japan and from the US, and apparently they couldn't figure out why he went the long way. So it took him 5 years to get from Virginia to Japan. And now you might be wondering, okay, well, Pax, that kind of makes, why the heck, either one, you're wondering, why the heck is he going from Virginia to Japan? Why would he do that? I know geography, that makes no sense. Or two, you're wondering, or you're thinking, oh yes, Pax, that makes sense, the railroad wasn't built. No. The railroad was built. He could have started in California. But he decided to go from, Virginia to Europe, to Spain, all along the coast of, Africa, like, no canals, fuck that, you know, this man sailing all the way around, he's going all the way around the world. Then he goes from there, he goes to China, like Hong Kong, he hits Hong Kong, and then instead of going from Hong Kong to Japan, you know, like he's supposed to, he takes maybe a day extra to go to an island just past Japan, and then comes to Japan. That took him like 2 years and a half. And everyone's like, okay, fuck it. He made it, okay, maybe he visited people along the way, you know, his only mission is to make contact with Japan and sail back, it should be fine, you know, nothing, you know, he'll just sail back across the Pacific. No, my man took the exact same route that he took there all the way back. And everyone was like, what the fuck? And then we were like wondering, like, how the heck, why would he do that? Or like, well, the railroad's probably not built to what is it? To California, and that's probably what it was, like, and there was no civilization in California, so they were just like, U.S. government was like, yeah, just send them from Virginia. But no, they had fully colonized flippin' California, so there was no fucking reason for him to go all the way around. Like, this man was stupid. This is the only conclusion. Is man was stupid and didn't realize the world was round. It was so funny because they got so mad at lunch about it that they ended up dragging out all of us that was at the lunch table to the history teacher's like room, like their classroom, and they were like knock knock knock, let us in, and the teacher's like, what is it? It's like, we need to check the map, and they go over to the world map and they start calculating. They're like, I failed math class, but I can calculate the distance that this man traveled and how long it took. So they calculated that for like 30 minutes, and then they were like, not 30 minutes, it was lunchtime, so probably about like 5 minutes they calculated it, and they were like, this man had no reason not to go from California to Japan. Like, this man was just stupid. But I was like, holy shit. That was mainly, like, all my APs. Like, I have a bunch of AP stories about my friends coming back from AP class and then being like, come on, Pax, we're going to solve the mystery. And I was like, okay, sure. So I was taking, like, honors history at the time, so I was like, yeah, nothing weird's happening in my class. We just talked about the Mongols, and a girl didn't know that tanks existed, and there was another girl who didn't know that pool, like the pool missiles, like the little pool missile things, were based off of actual, like, underwater missiles. And then someone asked, my honors history class was stupid, I'm gonna be honest. They were like, they asked a lot of dumb shit. They were like, yeah, good job. You showed how dumb our generation is. Thank you guys. I'm so happy that I'm in class with you. Some girl, I think, asked, why would they let kids play with toy weapons? And I wanted to point at Nerf guns or lightsabers or anything and be like, huh, because she said that about like pool, like the throw pool missiles into the pool. And she's like, oh my god, I can't believe people let their kids play with that. It's like a weapon. And I'm like, Nerf guns? Nerf guns, anyone? Has anyone heard of a Nerf gun? Have I am the only one that heard of a Nerf gun? I cannot be the only, like, I was like, my classmates are stupid? Question mark? Like, all those, most of the smart kids were in the AP class, but I just couldn't do it, you know? So, but I was like, God, they're all dumb. This is when I'm, like, trying to train myself to think that not everyone's dumb either. I'm like, you guys, not everyone's dumb. Don't immediately assume people are dumb. It's like, no. They're making it very hard to prove otherwise. But, yeah, that was stupid. And then someone asked, if, like, there's a place in town called, like, Battleground blah blah blah. And someone asked, during class, they were like, wait! Did a battleground happen on there? And I wanted to cry. I was like, oh, these idiots. Fuck, what? Mm-hmm. And, then someone asked why Hitler spoke German, and that was an interesting conversation. I don't want to relive that one. That was weird. And then I was questioning them, and I was like, yep, everyone's stupid. Most people are stupid. Great fun. They're like, why don't he speak English? I'm like, oh, I see. Okay, I'll be over here with the smart kid. The smart kids I'll be here with. Bye. But yeah, I was like, oh my god, this is the dumbest thing ever. Why are the kids like this? Why aren't they smart? Why did I get all the dumb kids? But I did get to do spy work, so that's always good. I did become a spy for drama. I would, like, people would be like, okay, Pax, what did you hear? What did you hear? The tea. Where's the tea, Pax? And I was like, I've got you the tea. As long as you keep up my appearance. And they're like, I got you. So I became a spy, but because all the drama kids lived in that class, so I was like, okay, I got them. I'll be spy work. I've got you, fam. But yeah. It's like, oh yeah. Great fun. Good job all around. Pat on backs. We're gonna put another layer Oh my god. Can I put that up there? Please? Where is she? Okay. I don't know where she is. Hold up. Where is she? Ah! You know what? We're just gonna do this. Yep. Yep. Don't question me. Don't question me. I know what I'm doing. Don't worry about it. There we go. I prefer coffee. Oh. I don't know what we're talking about, but yes. Coffee? That's fine. Oh, you're talking about the tea. Yeah. I was like, what are we talking about? I was like, what's preferred coffee? Ah, tea. We're talking about tea. And the tea I spilt. I spilt so much tea. Do you know that, like, that expression, like, give me the tea, is from, when, Victorian women used to, they used to never be able to, like, escape their husband from, like, but they wanted to, like, share, like, drama, but they didn't want, like, their husbands to know. So they would schedule a tea time, and then their husbands would be like, that's too girly for me, and they would dip. And then they would all just, like, they would all be like, time to talk drama, bitches. and then they would talk drama. So the term has come back and been like, spill the tea. It's like, are you gonna spill the tea for us? It's like, oh yes, I will spill the tea for you. You want the drama. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, give that to me. So, interesting. I mean, all my friends are kind of like history nuts. And there is no getting around that. They all love history. One of my friends actually is majoring in history. So, they're all about that. I think they like fashion history a lot more though, but like they're still like down for history. But yeah, we talk about history and we always are like, oh yes. And then this one we'll do a weird angle to make it feel trapped. By the way, did you know the dog names? Do we get to know the dog? Yeah, the dog name is Piper. The dog is Piper. Piper the dog. I know. It's very creative. I know I did good job naming myself. It's amazing. Pat on back. Hand me a reward. The dog name is Piper. Yeah. Yeah, you get to know dog name. Dog name Piper. Piper. Piper Sniper. Sniper Piper. We actually named her Piper. Because we found her on a beach. Like she's a stray from the beach. And what interesting. But she's a stray from like the beach. Like she was abandoned on the beach. And we named her Piper from like the sandpipers, like the little birds that would run towards the water and then away from the water. But yeah, so my internet name for a long time was like Peace Piper. But that sounded a lot more feminine. And as I was like making like more progress, like and being like integrated into the queer community, I was like, I want something more like gender neutral. So I went with Pax because it's Latin for peace, and then I just kept Piper. Yeah, that's the story behind the name. And then peace is what my real name means. My real name means peace. So yeah. Piper with the sniper and with a rifle. Piper's the sniper with a rifle. Yeah. She kind of looks like Sniper from like Dora the Explorer, so I used to be like, Piper the Sniper. Piper, Sniper. Aww. She low-key looks like it if we put a blue bandit on her. Then she'd be like, yeah, okay, that makes sense. But, and not a fox, but that's the gist. That's the gist, man. Let's see, what kind of angle do we want? We want like a downward angle. Because Wilbur feels trapped. So I'm gonna just lay out a tiny scene over here and then see if I can like match it. So if this is the chair, right? We'll have like Wilbur sitting here. We want him to feel trapped, so we want like a lower camera angle. So here's the camera. Let's just put the camera there for now, and then we'll move it if we need to. We'll do that with the legs, like put them apart, but like pointing inwards. The feet pointing inwards like he's very nervous, I think. And then we'll hunch him over. Maybe he'll be putting his like head on the desk. And then we can have him like mirroring the image from like earlier in the animation. Or not animation, but the storyboard. We'll maybe put like hands here. I don't know, like this. And then we can have the camera catch his face and hands. Put the arms out here. That way. And I want the hands to be like pulling. So what if we did like, instead of like actually sitting on the hands, we'll have the hands this way, pulling through this like hair out. And we'll have his eyes shut. To feel that more trapped feeling, you know? That I want to give this off. Like, give off the 5 viewers. We win these. Drop a subscribe or a follow. But yeah, that's kind of like the idea I want for this. So we'll take this image. We'll shrink it to the corner so I can have a blueprint. Even the blueprint makers have to have a blueprint. Hello? Whoa? Hello? Photoshop? Whoa. Okay, hello? Okay. Blueprint makers need to make a blueprint. For myself. I'm kind of dumb sometimes. But we'll do like this. So his head would be like here, I guess. If we want, because I kind of want it at an angle too. So like, we'll do this. Right? Because that, I guess we'll need a side angle. So like that. And then that's our frame, right? That's the frame for the camera. And then we'll have the hands like here and here. I kind of want the frame to be like that, more of. So he's in the center of the frame. But that means he's cutting off here. This is how I do storyboards. So I kind of like draw out like what kind of scene I want, and then I go for it, and then I start like drawing out what kind of framing I want. Like almost like I'm filming like an actual like movie or something, or like a 3D space, you know, rather than just like a 2D space. I think of it more as like a 3D space, so then I can utilize it more and it looks more real, you know. So the idea is to lay out your characters in the space and then move your camera around the space. Because you have like this area, you have like, if this is a circle, right? This is your subject, right? Whatever your subject is, you can move your camera around in a circle around it in any direction, right? So the idea is to place your camera somewhere on that circle and then have the lens like show out. So, and it's like, that's the hard part for a lot of people, is like trying to figure out how the camera works. And it is really hard. But my brain, like whenever I'm like imagining things, like I don't imagine things like in clear images. It's my brain is more like this. My brain is more like a room. Like an empty room, right? And I can move, and I can like place things in the room. And like the background is just like an image that someone took, so it's not like 3D or anything. And I can put stuff in the room, like let's say, like I put a table in the room. Right? And I can move a camera around everywhere in that room, but I can't really like mess with like anything else outside that room. And that's kind of how my brain imagination works. So that's kind of like how I've been like thinking about doing like scenes and stuff. Tweet time. I said a tweet time. Let's see. Thumb. We'll angle this hand more outwards, because then I can have it pointing more towards the outside of the frame. We'll do this. We'll do some crazy perspective shit. That's also why I have the vanishing point up here, so then I can like get an idea of like perspective, even though I'm not using it as perspective, right? I'm not like crossing the lines back to it as much, but it just gives me an idea of how perspective works, so I don't forget how that works. And that, like, I didn't draw this out. It's a brush. I have a stamp in this program where I can just stamp that onto the canvas and then give me just a nice vanishing point. I also have a grid stamp, which I don't use. I only use that if I'm doing, like, reference pictures. Because I do grid my refs, like, if I'm going to print out and do, like, a canvas painting. I do grid those refs and then print them out. But, yeah, if I'm doing a canvas, like a acrylic painting, because that's originally, like, for a long time I just did, like, acrylic paintings, so I don't know if, like, you can tell that in my painting style at all. But for a long time I just did acrylic paintings. So what I would do for those is I would, like, print the image out on a piece of paper, right? In color, if I could. If not, honestly though, I like making up my own colors. I was like, I got the idea, I know what the kind of the colors are going for, so I would usually just do, like, layered it in, like, black and white, and then I would paste a 2-inch grid on it, and then print it out, and then work from there. And then if I needed, like, a close-up, I would just zoom in on that close-up and print out another piece of printer paper. How much time have you spent on this animatic so far? Oh, fuck. I started on Wednesday. Now that's not like I did 3 days worth of work. No. I think closer to, I probably did 1 full day worth of work. Maybe less. I would say about 12 hours. I say 12 hours worth of work I've done. On this. I'll get rid of this. I don't want those. I got my hand. I got my perspectives. Those 12 hours or so. Because I do take breaks. I go, yep, not getting any new ideas, time to take a break. Because you don't want to, like, sit here all day and do it. Like, even though, like, you're like, I need to spend time on it, you don't want to sit there all day, because, like, your brain needs a break so it can, like, restart creative process. You don't want to be like... That's why, like, if you're gonna do a piece in a day, I would always, like, recommend, like, if you're gonna do a whole drawing in a day, like, I recommend coming back after that day, like, the next day, and being like, touch it up. Like, with the angel piece, right? The Wilbur angel piece I did. The Icarus, like, the rebirth of Icarus, like, speed paint. I did that in a day. I did the first half in a day, and that's what you saw live stream. And I thought I was going to be done. I was like, yep, done, send it. But then I came back the next day, and I was like, oh, no. I can't put it out like this. So then I spent, like, another, like, 2 hours on it the next day, being like, okay, touch-up time, you know? But that's kind of just a healthy thing, like, so your brain can have a break. Because it's like looking at the same word for too long, it starts, like, to seem like it's misspelled. Even though, like, if you... like the word this, right? Like this is my common one. Like the word this, if you like spell it too many times that you're like, nah, this spelled wrong, you know? Because you've done it too much. So the idea is like you come back the next day and be like, oh yeah, that is spelled right. I wasn't stupid. So, that's kind of the same technique with art. Like you come back the next day and you're like, oh, this is dumb. Why did I do that? Let me just fix that real fast. I think that's just as important as like flipping the canvas sometimes. Because a lot of people are like, oh, flipping the canvas. And I'm like, yeah. But like coming back after you've worked on it for a while and like taking a break and then coming back after like an hour or so and being like what am I doing? Like that's more helpful, I think, than flipping a canvas most of the time. Because you'll usually see a lot more mistakes that way. Castle. I want the hair to be like wangly. That is not a word. Oh my god. Wangly hair. I want the hair to be wangly. I'm gonna wangle those cows. Wangle. I like that word now. I like to wangle those cows. It's gonna be my death to wangle those cows. I've already gone into crazy voice. I am so sorry. Let's go like this. For the nose, I guess. I guess, yeah. So Static, one of my mods, was like telling me that like I was like, Static, if you want me to do voices, and they're like, yes please, do voices for me, for my animations. And I was like, okay, Static. Give me a script and I'll just read from it in like 20 different voices, and then I'll give it back to you. And you can just pick and choose whatever the fuck you want. And they're like, okay. So I'm like waiting for them to be like, yeah, here you go. Read from all the voices you got. And I'll do the old lady, the old man, crazy man, Gollum, the, my precious. I can't do it now. My voice is too, like, that throat's too wet to do that. It's not dry enough. A little kid voice. Oh, that is wrong perspective. This is why you have perspective. To remind you that you shit. Also, like, my lines are just not. Like, everyone I know is like, oh yes, here's my calm. Like, they'll be drawing and they'll be like, oh, look at my beautiful line. And that's even better. My beautiful circle. Look how beautiful, controlled my lines are. They're absolutely stunning. And not freaky at all. Oh my god. Look at those lines. Absolutely amazing. Right? Like, they'll be like, oh yes, beautiful lines. Amazing character, right? And then mine is just like, yeah, no, fuck that. Scribble, scrabble. Scribble, scrabble. So, yeah. See, styles can be different. It still gets the message across. A lot of people that know me, like, ask me where my style comes from, because a lot of people, like, they're like, oh yeah, this influenced my style, or this influenced my style. I never really, like, got, and I know this sounds really bad, like, I'm so great, you know? But, like, I don't remember anything, like, in particular that, like, it gave me the sketchy style. I kind of just always kind of did it. The only thing, like, someone told me once that, like, my style looks like the Clone Wars style. But that was, like, I think it was more of a long call because they were like, you love Clone Wars so much. And you just happen to have, like, a kind of similar style. Not really, because that's 3D, but, like... But they were like, if I had to compare it, it's kind of like a 2D version of the Clone Wars style. And I was like, you know what, I'll take it. How do I want to position these hands? Let's see. Like, if we can put his back maybe here. Like he's bending down. So you wouldn't see his neck. I think that's where I'm missing it. And then we can put his arms more like this. Maybe. We'll actually like expand him a bit. I'll give him like a crazed expression too. And then we'll tilt him. I kind of want him like that. And then we'll do some perspective work. Like distort it so we can get like a weird perspective on it. Like that, maybe? Maybe? Hear me out? Not half bad? Question mark? Okay. Let's just erase that shit. Okay. Okay. Not bad, not bad.
Yo, we're a bunch of pirates, man.
Oh, it's Derivacat. Let's turn Derivacat song up, shall we? Here we go. Derivacat. What other things have I done? Oh, I was thinking about writing down, I wrote an interlude at some point for my Star Wars AU. I was wondering if, like, people would be interested in that, like, if I write that in more of a story sense than, like, bullet points. So I thought that might be really fun. That's how Techno escaped the planet. Which I don't know if anyone remembers that anymore because that's so long ago. But yeah, I have that whole AU. Hello? Photoshop? Please interact. I'm really proud of that mouse. Mouse. Look at this mouse. This mouse is so pretty. No, I like this mouth. I really like it. First time I actually drew a mouth like this, so I was like, oh, I'm happy. I did it with Slack too. Yep. And then we'll do this sort of thing. Put a nose in. Yeah, it worked. Oh. Yeah, pretty decent mouth. Baby hotline.
Please hold me close to you. Baby flatline, still time to do it too. Baby snack time.
There we go.
She's a hoarder of quarters. No boundary boredom, no boundary important. I can tell that your drinking eyes never open. I am say somebody will die. I hate hoping.
I kind of want to open his eyes with this. I kind of want to be like, eyes open, smile. I guess I'll do eyes closed. I think it makes more sense to be eyes closed. Jack Strawberry? No. No, you're wrong. Nope.
Baby hotline, please dial 9 to get out.
No, you got the. It's Jack Strawberry. It's Jack Strawberry. I don't know what you're talking about. No. Jack Strawberry. That's the name of the artist. I'll die by that. It's Jack Strawberry. A totally different person, not the same. Not the same, like, ugh. Are you misspelling Jack Strawberry? Is that the problem? You might be misspelling it. That might be an issue. Make sure you're spelling it correct. Like, I think your autocorrect is, like, messing with you. So, make sure, Static, that you get that autocorrect, like, fixed. You don't want to, like, mispronounce his name or anything. I would know. Big fan of Jack Strawberry. He's very nice, man. I don't know, man. I'm gonna say that and then people are gonna be like, no, you're wrong. And I'm gonna be like, usually each one of these panels takes me an hour. And I'm trying to get faster at it, but, like, it's hard, man. But I only know it takes me an hour because it takes me an hour to get through, like, a Hassan video, so. Hassan crime video. True crime video, so I was like, oh yeah. An hour. An hour. Yep. But I'll probably just start watching, like, true crime on my own. I just like the commentary of people, because I don't know shit. I like people's commentary on it. I don't pretend like I know shit about true crime, because I don't. But, like, the one thing you learn from, like, watching so much true crime is always fucking get a lawyer. Never skimp at it, even if you're innocent. Never fucking skimp on it. Like, stop. Like, get a lawyer, man. Like, you're gonna fucking die. The cops are gonna be like, you will admit, and you're like, oh my fucking god. Okay. Cops ask questions. That's why you get a lawyer. You say, okay. Hello. Hello. I'm drawing a Wilbur. I'm drawing a Wilbur Soot. A Wilbur Soot. I just need to give the idea here. So I just need to give an idea of a shirt here. I don't actually have to draw a short for this because it's only going to be on the screen for like a couple seconds. Like, it just needs to give, like, because humans automatically look at the face, so I only had to really do, like, attention to detail on the face so that they don't look at any of the other pieces. And maybe I'll do some on the hands, but that's about it. Like, I don't have to do much of the shirt because you're just gonna, like, focus on the face, especially since I'm gonna, like, make it, like, feel trapped. So I'm gonna put like lines here. So you want to like focus on the face. Because all these lines are telling you to stay in the middle of the page instead of like going to the edges. And that's kind of just the trick. Like you want to keep people's here. And also it makes you feel more trapped. It feels noisy out here and you're like, oh god, I'm trapped in. It's like, yeah, but like not really. But that's like artist trick. You want to make sure your audience feels how you want them to feel. So I just get the lines out here. Even though I'm going to shade it like really dark, so you're probably not going to see the lines. It just helps to like texture it a bit when I do put the shading on it. And we're going to put that above. We're going to move flat over. And then we're going to do a little bit of this. We're gonna slide these over, and we're gonna start coloring. And since I want it darker, like a more trapped feeling, darker is for trapter, we're gonna do more of like this color. I think I'm actually gonna go there. And then I'm gonna go in for a more this kind of color for this kind of area. And it's darker around the edges, as you do. See, so that gets rid of my vanishing lines, so like I don't really need them. Like it's more for my interest rather than like the viewer. So if it was for the viewer, I would put them on top. So we're gonna add some more of those lines so we can have unity. Wow, art terms! Woo! Art term! So here's some unity between the layer, like between the textures. I add some lines. So it's like a unity of pattern. Even though it's not really a pattern, it's just a unity of like how it works. Also, the rest of the storyboard has these lines all the way across it, so it's like uniting all the panels, so it looks like it's part of the same animation. And we'll take that color and we'll lighten it so I can make the face more bright, because I want the face to be the main focus. Whatever you want the main focus to be, always make that lighter. Art trick! We're just doing art tricks today. Art trick time. And how I draw and everything. If you have any other questions about like how I art, like ask. Like, I don't mind telling. I'll tell you all my secrets if I can. Let's see. Also, I'm mostly coloring in like this grayish color because it, like, if I was gonna give this to an animator, they would already have like the character designs and everything, and all they would have to know is like how shadows work, like where shadow and light is coming from, and I could just give it to them and they'd be like, oh yeah, thanks for that extra info, man. I'll deal with it, you know? I'll work off of that. But since I gave that extra, like, oh yeah, this is where light and shadow is. This is what's darker than that. Then, like, the animator can be like, oh, okay, I got you, fam, you know? And more, like, execute your vision better than, like, how they would if they had no idea where you wanted, like, darker or lighter colors to be. Because they would already have, like, color, so you don't actually have to color stuff in. They would already know that. They'd be like, oh yeah, here's the character sheet. I kind of like go at it like I'm trying to help the animator out. Like that's how I know if like I'm gonna add frames here or not add frames here. It's like, does the animator that comes after me need to know what happens between this frame and this frame? Is that important? Yes? Okay, add another frame. No? Okay, the animator can figure it out? Okay, good. Keep it as it is, you know? Piffin. Puffin. Puffin arrived. Oh, did you guys see the MCC teams? Oh my god. Red Rabbit's cracked? Question mark? More likely than you think. Phil said he's gonna try hard. So they have a chance. And we just want Tommy to try hard. I think Tommy would too. And a Will, I think, is always trying hard. Will always performs really well in MCC, no matter what. I feel like Will always tries really hard. It's just his points are depending on if his team is trying hard or not. But I think his team's gonna try hard, so I think he's gonna look a lot better after this. Will's been actually looking really good in MCC season 2, like super good. Like I would start rating Will a lot higher up for MCCs. Like that's how good I think he is compared to like where people are ranking him. It's been looking really strong, man. So I'd watch him if you're gonna like watch any like player. Watch like Wilbur. Phil's also a good player, but he does more solo, which makes sense because he plays a lot more single player than anything. So he's really good at the solo games. You know who I really want to see in MCC? And I don't know if that would ever happen. I would really want to see like Squibble, the tourist that goes around to all the different like Minecraft servers and does tours, like dumb tourist videos. I love their videos, and they're an artist in the community too. I love their videos, and I think they would be super cool to be in MCC. I think they would also mash well with a lot of personalities. Squibbles? I don't know how they're saying their name. I would love to see them in MCC. I don't think they like signed up or anything, but that's something I would just like love to see. I don't even know how you would sign up. But I was thinking about it the other day. I was like, dude, I would love to see them. I would probably stop watching Phil's stream to watch theirs. Dream team. Tubbo's team also looks cracked. I think a lot of the teams this time is cracked. I think the Rambo Rabbits team is like looking super strong though. Like it gives me Sleepy Boy vibes. Like levels of strong. And they all know each other, which that dynamic, like I can't stress this enough. I think dynamic between teammates is the most important aspect in the team. Like, I'll die on that hill. Like, if the team might have really good stats overall, if their dynamic isn't good, then they're not gonna win, you know? Like, you can win MCC with a good dynamic, but, like, bad players, but you can't win an MCC with good players and bad dynamic. So, I think that's a big factor in a lot of the stuff that happens in MCC. Like, if people get teamed with people they just don't know or have a bad dynamic with, and they don't work on improving that dynamic, they're not gonna win. There's no chance in them winning, you know? So I think that's always something that, like, gets overlooked and I think should be looked at more. I don't know. That's my opinions on that. I love how, like, Silent just said, Piffin, and then Piffin disappeared from existence. It's very funny to me. I was like, kind of thinking, like, maybe I just glitched out, but no, Piffin just dipped. Piffin was like, fuck. Thread of soup. Yeah, you dipped. You went and you were in, like, social situation, not today, and then you dipped out of existence. You said, I don't do social situations. Pass. There we go. That's a decent. Actually, I'm gonna take that. I don't want to put it here. Oh! Hi, Raiders! How are you? Drop a follow, maybe? I'm doing a Wilbur Soot animation. I'm speedrunning. I'm speedrunning a Wilbur Soot animatic. It should be out on Thursday. So follow my YouTube to be updated on that. Let's just, I'm gonna show you. So, right now I'm trying to connect these two scenes. So, I did, this scene. I'm trying to connect this scene with this scene of J-Schlatt. This is very early on the song, but that's kind of like the idea that I'm going with. But I even have, like, stuff back here as well. We have the little crow peering through the doorway. Yeah. Yeah, no worries, man. But yeah, that's kind of what we're working on, and right now we're doing this scene with Wilbur. And then, we'll move on to the next one, but we're trying to really just, attach these two scenes together. Because I knew I wanted J-Schlatt smiling here, and I knew I wanted Tommy's scene here, like this. So we're just trying to attach these two frames right now. I'm trying to go from the bridge of Tommy and Dream's duel into J-Schlatt's smile. So we're just attaching Wilbur's insanity on top of it. And we'll see how it goes. This is just basically an animatic that is like, yeah, Wilbur's going insane. What's up with you? And I'm talking about art tips instead. And I was talking about MCC and my excitement. So, that's the mood. That's the mood we're going with, man. It be that way. But yeah, that's how we're going. But yeah, I was thinking that maybe, like, dynamic plays more of an thing in MCC than good players do. So I think the Rambo Rabbits are probably gonna have the best chance of winning because their dynamic is so tight. But then Tubbo's team is also very tight, so I think their dynamic is really going to have a strong chance of winning. So, got my opinions on the teams. I would love to watch... Oh, it's Squiddo! That's who it was! Squiddo? If Squiddo was playing in MCC, I would stop watching Filza to go watch Squiddo. For sure. No hesitation. I love Squiddo so much. Their tourist videos are so great. I love Squiddo, man. Squiddo is best. But yeah. If we're gonna actually put a triangle here, I think. Yeah. Because that filled up space. I was like, there's too much empty space in this corner. So if we put a triangle here, I think that would fill up the space and like give a more believable look that Wilbur's kind of trapped in his mind. Oh, small boy trapped in his mind. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. Trapped in my mind. Couldn't be me. Yeah. We'll put some little, like, shadow there. There we go. And I'll put some of this on. But yeah, if you want to make the... I kind of constantly stuck in my head, daydreaming. You know what? I feel that. That's like me half the time. I'm like, I just want to daydream in the corner. Don't mind me. And then everyone's else is like, what are you doing? And I'm like, daydreaming? Don't come at me, fan. Okay. We're gonna add the, Oh, that's what messes it up. Oh, I'm dummy. Okay. We're gonna take the soft brush again. I'm gonna get some. Look, he's trapped in his mind. What is the song? I'm losing my mind. The meme, the animation meme. There we go. And then we'll merge those, and merge those, and then we'll pull this down. So that's Wilbur at the scene. He's gonna lower his hand, but then it goes to the Hamilton pose. He just won freedom. Wilbur running a country. Being stressed boy. Being stressed boy. I want this scene. This one is gonna be Wilbur looking up at the podium. Or no. This one should be him looking up shocked. This one should be a zoom out of him looking up. This one is a zoomed out of the podium. Or zoomed out of the crowd? No. What if I did it like an undershot? Like, because it's all about like spinning and like dislocate, like not understanding what's happening around you, like the insane. Like I'm trying to. So what if this is like a upward worm shot of Wilbur, and then this one is, we could do a zoom up of like of the podium, and then this one, because I don't want to show Schlatt's face. That's the whole thing. So like I gotta like somehow like move around that. But I think this one definitely as like Wilbur looking up, like starting to look up, looking shocked. And then we'll go from there, I guess. On the floor. Whoop. Countdown. Out on the balloon. Oh wow. Ah! Okay. If his head is there, so we'll put his head here. So it's kind of like looking this way. That kind of way. That's his eye level, right? So I think that works. Okay. And then we'll do that. Square head time! This is how I draw heads, like, especially for angles. Like, I don't normally, I put like circles so I can get like a positioning down. But if I'm going to like actually draw shit, I'm gonna put like a square. Because I think squares work better for heads, and then you can attach the squares together. Because everything's like an angle, and then you can just add more angles, and then you can get like curves and everything. Hey, look, it's my friend. Have some blue. Oh, Phil said that he made the, like, when he was redoing L'Manberg, which, thank God, Phil! I would have hacked onto the server and done it myself. Holy shit, that's been so annoying for months. But he was like, oh yeah, I like to think that I didn't make this, that some being made it instead. And like, I saw a lot of people being like, oh, Nikki, Eric, Tommy. I was like, guys, he said some being, and he's not gonna like make something for like Eric or something when Eric could just build it himself. No, this is like a being that like we can't interact with. So I was thinking, like, what if like Ghostbur's spirit, like Ghostbur died and left his own spirit behind, and go like the spirit. Like, I feel like that'd be really funny. Like, it's infinite ghost, question mark? Ghostbur. Ghostbur. I like that. Also, like, Schlatt was an idea that, like, Ghost Schlatt. But I was like, Schlatt doesn't care much about that. He wouldn't be caring about nature. His whole thing was, like, buildings and shit. And then someone was like, the Samsung fridge. And I was like, please? And then I was like, no. It's Sally. It's Curry. I love your rambling. Double dead Ghostbur. Thanks. Yeah, but I was like, yes. Ghostbur, double dead Ghostbur, or it's Phil trying to fix Wilbur's cursed lore. Which, I mean, he's already trying to fix it with the Samsung fridge, so maybe it's just him being like, yeah, you could accept Ghostbur's, like, angsty lore, or it could just be this sweet lore that he's part of L'Manberg, which, yeah. Or it's just L'Manberg's spirit, because it fucking died. It's just his spirit just died. Yep, it's dead. L'Manberg spirit. Because I don't think it would be anyone that's like, Phil wouldn't like do it for someone. Imagine Clapper fulfills and tries to fix it and accidentally breaks. Yes. Now it's just Clapper Mexican Dream. Nah, it's just Mexican Dream. He's like, I've got ya, fam. And you're like, oh my god, man. Okay. Okay, I see you. It's Ghost Tommy. Phantom Tommy. That's who it is. We never saw him, but yeah, he exists. I know. Don't you know? Awful. Awful. Terrible. I've gotten this head shape wrong, so I'm trying to fix it without redrawing the whole head. Oh. That was a raven. A raven flew across the window. I think it's about to storm. Dead raven. Raven dead. Dead raven. No. Raven's probably fine. Didn't get murdered by crows. Raven is fine. Oh man, I want some drugs. I should not have read that out loud. Oh well, who cares? It's here now. The moment Ghostbird body comes into contact with Coat, take the stuff off for it. Just... oh no! I just imagine like Ghostbird be like, "What's this?" And like Rector would be like, "Just try some, man. It'd be fine." And tries it, and like he's like the kid that's just terrible at like drugs. So he just goes and like throws like gags, and it's like, ah yes, good job, good job. He's like, oh my god, afterlife, terrible for him. Ghostbird didn't even bring cards. At least Wilbur brought cards. Ghostbird forgot Uno. No, he can't play Uno. He forgot to bring Monopoly. It's literally the ghost like universe is literally just the sleepover dimension. And you can't convince me otherwise. It's just the sleepover dimension. They just bring cards and shit. They're like, Monopoly time. It's girls night sleepover. And everyone's just like, oh yes, chillin'. Hey, how are you? And I'm like, you know what? Not that bad. Not that bad. And then Ramp is like, apparently everyone has like cursed land, but I'm just gonna be like, yeah, sleepover dimension, ignoring all your curse shit. Sleepover dimension. Go fish, draws an Uno card. Oh, what if it was like Ghostbird's playing Uno with like Schlatt and Mexican Dream, and he's like, oh yeah, and then he like places a card down and looks at his deck, and he's like, Uno, and he looks up and they're all gone, and then he's like, oh, I'm the only one left, and then it's angsty again. And then people cry. And it's kind of funny. I kind of laugh, I'm not gonna lie, kind of laugh at every time people cry. Like, I feel the angst too, but it's kind of funny too. Oh. He looks up and then he starts crying. And you're like, oh no. Oh god. Not gonna lie, I laugh in the face of eggs. You know what? It's hard not to. I laugh whenever Rambo puts that like end screen on. It's so funny to me. Because then the whole chat is just Bible thumbs and I'm like, oh my fuck. It's so funny. Every time like Rambo has a lore stream or Quackity has a lore stream, I always like on Twitter I post the either the Quackity smile or the Rambo smile and just see people cry. It's so funny. I try to do that with the bone. There's a Bones post I did in order to go smile, and the order goes smile, manic grin, laugh, manic laugh, then I cry if it gets too much. Passerine. Yeah, you know what? Passerine, that did get me. I did not cry for that one. I did cry for another fic. I cried during I think it's called Do You Want to See If I'm Alright or something along those lines. But it's like, it's Kidza, so don't come at me. But I made a Bones post the other day, like a Bones AU post for like Bones in the Ocean, and I'm gonna be honest, I only made that post to watch other people cry. But I was like, oh yeah, if Bones in the Ocean is Tecto's theme song for this fic, what if the curse is Phil's theme song? And then Wolfie replied in like Bones in the Ocean, the Emerald fic, the Emerald Duo fic. Wolfie, which is one of the co-creators, replied to it and said, aha, and like retweeted it, and I was like, Wolfie, I was just trying to make my small following cry. I didn't expect you to confirm that. Please, for the love of God. So I was like, Wolfie, I just wanted to make them cry. Leave me alone. Wolfie's fun. Wolfie reminded me to mix colors. So I was like, oh, that's what Wolfie done for me. They reminded me that, oh shoot, I should color with different colors, and then I started making good art again. And that's how Wolfie helped me. That was the extent of it. That was it. But yeah, I do a lot of like techno Phil angst. For no reason. Wolfie taught me how to do grass. You know what? I'm gonna assume. You know what? I'm not assuming. The color relativity. Oh yeah. Happy to color. Wolfie's color is like amazing. Like you said grass, and I immediately thought of drugs, and then was like, wait, no, they probably mean drawing grass. And I'm like, that's probably not a good sign that immediately popped in my head. But honestly, not gonna correct it. It's not like a big issue. Yes. I was like, yeah, okay. And then I was like, oh wait, they mean drawing. Oh, okay. I see how my brain works. I don't need anyone to tell me otherwise. Move the face down. The face will go there, and he will be nice and pretty. Look at this pretty man. The man, this one, pretty. Pretty man. Man go pretty. Mont is pretty. Pretty man. Sorry, I do weird voices. I have no control of weird voices. They just happen, and you just gotta accept it. He's scared. Look at this man. He's like, hate the face so much, but I'm not gonna stop. He's like, oh my god, he's fucking dead. Oh my god, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. He fucking died. He died in a corner, and it was crazy. It was crazy, I tell you. Absolutely insane. Would not recommend. Yelp review. I'm too tired. I didn't get my craziness out last night during the Minecraft stream. So I'm crazy during art stream now. That's how it works. I get my crazy out during a Minecraft stream, so then I can come in art stream and be like, oh, couldn't do it. Couldn't do it correct. Why are the birds everywhere? Oh, I had a butterfly crash into my window yesterday. And like, you wouldn't expect a butterfly to make that much sound when it crashes into your window. But it made like the loudest fucking sound ever. The bold of you assume I'm not feral 24/7. So no one really notices. You know what? True. True. That is a fair assumption. The butterfly crashed into my window, made like a big bang sound. I was like, what the? What was that? A bird? Like, what the heck? It was just a butterfly. He flew away, but I don't think he lived much longer after that. I was like, oh my god, this man just tried to fly through my window. Holy shit. Oh my god. There was a bird that smashed into a window once and it just dropped. Yeah. My cousins had a duck fly into their car window. But that's why they put the grid on the window, this thing. That's why they put this thing on the window. These things, you know? So then birds see this and they're like, oh yes, I can't fly through that. Because birds can't see glass. So they see this and they're like, oh, hole, I can fly through this. This is me, I can fly through it and fly around. But if you put this on, they're like, oh, I can't fit. Okay, we're chill. Duck walked up to a lemonade stand and said to the man running the stand, hey, got any grapes? The man said, no, I don't have any grapes, but blah, 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 blah. But I do have this nice fine lemonade. The duck said, no, I'm just looking for grapes. I'll just believe you now. It's like, oh, yes. So we waddle to the very next day. Bum, 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 bum. Yes, I do know the song. Yes, I do know it. And yes, I was alive for when it was popular meme. Well, am I okay? Probably not. I was alive when the badger meme that I use for my meme now was popular. So, and I was on the internet, so I was a big boy. No, I was small. I was a small boy. I was just not great. Not great at it. Just don't mind me. When are we ever okay? You know what? That's fair. That's fair. What is he saying? We should do the someone said if it was like they were like if Dream SMP was a role play in like a Discord, how would it be? And I was like, oh yeah. So Wilbur be like, Eric, why you? Betray. It's probably spelled wrong. Betrayal. Exclamation point number 1, exclamation point. Bad face. There we go. We'll just put that there for now. What am I doing here? Betrayal. Why you betrayal? Someone brought that into my brain, like, what if it was just like a Warrior Cats Discord server roleplay? And I was like, oh my god, yes. So now, whenever I do a stupid face like this, it's like, oh fuck. Betrayal. You know what? I'll do this. Whip! Come here, face. Ah! Please no warriors, the bed of my existence. The warriors haunt you. Warrior cats haunt you forever. Tadpole died. Remember Tadpole's death. Remember, he died for Sasha's sins. Because she was a coward. Do I get most of my Warriors knowledge off of animations? Yes. That is very true. I wonder if there's any other YouTubers infested with badgers that we have. There are others, but I don't know. No, I reject. Tadpole is your fault. He drowned. Characters ever to the story. Only Tadpole. Kit. I guess it's Tadpole Kit, but yeah. I don't know about anyone else with badger fascination. But you guys only have badger fascination because I told you that was my nightmare. So, you know. I said, oh yes, this is my series of nightmares about badgers. And you guys said, can we be... I was like, oh yeah, I won't eat soup. And then you guys were like, well, we're soup cult now. Soup mafia and badger cult. couldn't think of a better combo. Me neither. What the heck is Mothpipe's story? No, she talks to gods, but then doesn't believe in them. You know, like a sane person. Soup time. Soup time is when we get to a certain number of followers, and we have to wait for that. Or subscribers. Let's see. How's the subscribers looking? I don't know if the subscribers will update, so I'm just like checking. Nope, no one subscribed and no one has followed, so you don't get soup time. We get it when you get to 5, so we're chilling. We take everything you hate and put it into your everyday life. Yeah, that's fair. Honestly, wouldn't expect anything less. Oh! Someone did something. Who did it? Who did it? Who did it? Who did the thing? Oh, they followed. Welcome to the follow. Soup time, image of cat. Hey, welcome. Do you want soup? You know what? I'll give you a soup time. Do you want a soup time? Don't tell Zell. Zell will kill me for not doing soup time with them. But do you want a soup time? I'll give you a soup time. You're chatty. So, Badger follow. Yeah, Piffin, a Badger follow. Just for you. You're more excited about Badger follow, Piffin, than soup time. Soup time? Are we all down for soup time? Soup time. Soup time. Soup time. Soup time. Oh, everyone's agreeing. Okay, let me save this. Let me pull up a soup time. Okay. Soup time. Let me pull up the soup time. Oh my god. Yo, Zell. I'm telling Zell. No. Zell will come in, spam, and then dip. Okay, ready? Are we ready for soup time? Yo, Zell.
Soup slam.
Well, not yet. You don't go on yet. We gotta, like, I gotta get the chrome. Okay, ready? Are we ready for this? Dun 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 dun. Soup time. More likely than you think time. We won't do the full thing, but we'll do part of it.
Soup slam.
Just for
Waiter,
you.
there's an eye in my soup. Chicken noodle and minestrone are for
Oh my
winning.
god!
But
It's
even for
soup
a
time!
mighty ogre like
Couldn't be
Shrek,
me!
Dinner can be creepy when it stares
What the
back
heck?
at you.
Holy
You
shit!
have 60 seconds to keep your soup
Soup?
from staring you down.
Oh my god, we can't
Use
have
your
that.
mouse to move Shrek's spoon from left to right.
We can't
And
have soup
click
staring
to
me
sink
down.
the
I gotta.
eyeballs and other strange objects back into the sludge. The
Okay.
more stuff you knock down,
Okay,
the
Shrek,
more
I'll do
points
it.
you
I'll
get.
do it, man. Soup time?
Ooh, chunky.
Soup! Oh my god. It's soup time.
Soup slam.
Soup slam? Question mark? Soup slam? Soup? Oh my god. Absolutely amazing. The awkward moment when your soup looks at you, it's so awful. You gotta soup slam, man. It's the only way. Holy, oh my god. It's soup time. You gotta do it, man. It's the only way.
What?
Awful. Didn't soup slam hard enough.
Soup slam.
Awful.
Waiter, there's an eye in my soup.
Okay, you don't get the full thing. You get most of it. You don't get the whole thing. You didn't get the goal. You didn't get the goal. Back to Wilbur. You know, like a sane person. Strangles. Okay. Soup time. Soup time? More likely. Boop. Head. Ah! It's fine. We're good. He didn't turn. He didn't fall. He's chill and he's fine. Look at him. Look at this man. Look at his long ass neck. This man is chill and fine. Not insane. Perfectly okay. No giraffe neck here. Only tall. Oh, wait. Only tall people have it. Wow, that explains so much. I don't even know what we were talking about before. Someone said soup time and then the whole chat got gone. They went bye. They said pass. We made a soup mafia and we left you for soup time, and I'm gonna be like, well, you know what? That's kind of understandable, but like, you didn't have to say it like that. Oh my god. I really hope I get this done by Thursday. I am not gonna have a video this week if I don't get this out by Thursday. Look at those eyes. What about we do this instead for the face? Melodies. I can't breathe the I can't seem to make you down. Moving parts and wow, wow, wow! Hero Brian and Cardi, he's coming for you. This is your sleep paralysis demon. Don't mind him. Don't mind him. He's in the shadows. He's Monster Inc. villain shit. So you don't need to worry about him. Unless you're a little kid, then. Don't worry, it will happen. We'll put the eye here. Wow, look at that man looking up. He's like, holy shit. Is that a ram? Is that a goat? Question mark. Goat man. More likely than you think, Wilbur Soot. I rule the world, and you will fall before me. Fall and dance, pretty boy. Dance. Dance for my pretty boy. You won't. No. Pretty boy, you challenge me to power. I'll challenge you. You will fall by my hand. Mask! Really should remove it from my playlist, but I'm just too lazy to do it. I just fine! Filthy Bogle. Awful. Terrible. Not as cool as Ram Man. Ram Man is the best. Ram Man. My Ram Man. Ram Man. Point at Damascus. We'll put you there. Boop. I was gonna storyboard this song, so I suspiciously know all the words to it because of that. And that's how storyboarding works. If you're gonna storyboard something, you know all the words to it. You're like, oh yeah. I spend way too much time with this song. I know all the words. Strange faces. Haven't seen the light in ages. I'm okay, kid. No, I'm okay, kid. I'm okay. I'm on my classes. Mask is still is like stale bread is fine, but hard to eat. Is stale bread, it's fine, but it's hard to eat, yeah. I didn't put Road Trip on it, because Road Trip just sounds like that, like, edgy song that I listened to in middle school, and I never want to go back to that time. It's like the edgy songs that you listen to right after Nightcore, but before you got into good music. You would listen to these, like, edgy songs, and you're like, oh, I'm so good. Look, it's not dubstep, and it's not Nightcore, so it's cool. And then you're like, it's still bad. It's still bad. It's bad music. And that's what Road Trip sounds like. This one has less of that vibe, but it's still that vibe. It's like teenage, early teenage years vibe. Like, it has, like, cool art on the cover, but, like, it's probably stolen art, and, you know, that's the kind of vibe Dream Music gives me. I'm just, like, adjusting it until I'm like, yeah. Grr. I'm gonna give him skeletal wings. The last scene is gonna be wings, skeletal wings bursting from his back, you know, in all its gore and body horror fashion. Because you can't take that away from me. I gave him skeletal wings in his resurrection design. Lasso Tool, that is true. Lasso True is best friend. Lasso 2, me and Lasso Tool is gonna get married. Right after me and my execution, their execution speed paint, me and my execution speed paint, we're gonna get married, and then the last tool is my side bitch or side hoe. No, stop, go back, cut, retake. Retake. I didn't say that. Photoshop? Did Photoshop break again? Did Photoshop break again? Take your bets now. If the answer is yes, then you're probably right. Okay. Okay, time for the Photoshop broke again. Yay! I love Photoshop so much. It's my baby and I love it, and it makes me feel great every time it breaks. It's so great. And why do I pay for it? And why did I do this? And why am I like this? And here it is. Okay, we're good. Good job. Photoshop broken song over. Where I just rant on Photoshop and how shit it is. I don't get Photoshop. Get any other tool. It's probably better. Wow. Lasso the eye. Come here, eye. Episode 1 into Hack's Descendancy. It's insanity. This is episode 1? Are we sure it's not like just season 1, episode 20? Is this truly episode 1, or is it just season 1 and then you just episode? Like, is it a whole episode? Or what was that episode where I was doing voices and everyone was like, you do voices? Question mark. Where I just talked in the Gollum voice for half the episode. What episode was that? 0.3? Calling you out, you called me episode 1. It's much more than episode 1. Or is that just a different series? It's not Pax Descent into Magnus. It's it's Pax's, we realize Pax's isn't insane. Episode 1. Season 1, sorry, yeah. Get that right? This is my first season into descending into insanity. Please. Episode 30. Okay, good. I was just making sure I got my money's worth, man. That's important, man. Never meant to be. Back in time. Whoa, severed to my heart. And why? Whoa, dancing through the stars. Whoa. Season 2 starting in theaters October 2nd. I hate my life. Okay. I thought I just did something stupid. Oh my god. I did do something stupid. But I thought I was stuck and I was like, fuck. Did I really just get stuck on a live stream? No. We're good. We're fine. I didn't trap my arm in between the chair. And that did not happen. I didn't almost just get stuck by leaning backwards in a weird way. No. No. Wrong person. Yep, no. I think for this scene, this shot, I want Wilbur, like all the most of the shading to be like back here. Like it's retreating. Because I want like two feelings in this whole like thing. Like two feelings I'm going for is one, the feeling of like containment and like being trapped in like a small area, and the other is total isolation. Those are the two feelings I'm going for. And earlier on in it's gonna be the feeling of being trapped, and then later on once Wilbur's revived once he's like in the limbo, it's gonna be the feeling of being like isolated and having all the space in the world but being completely isolated, and that the differences but then the similarities between those two feelings. So I really want to like express those two things, so that's why the lines are coming in, because then I can show it like retreating or coming in depending on where I am. And then we'll do this, and then we'll do this. I can probably play you the song that I'm doing. Do you guys want me to play you the song that I'm doing? Like, it won't play on the actual, like, video, but we can play it kind of through. That might be cool. Because then you can see what song I'm working off of, and then you guys... Because I don't think it... Again, I don't think it's so... It might be copyright, but, like, it's so, like, it's not, like, mainstream, and when I found it, it was, like... It was like kind of bad. It had like 1,000 views on YouTube, and like YouTube didn't copyright claim it, so I was like, oh, free music. Can I snatch that? Can I snatch it? I'm gonna snatch it, and that's how I do. I snatch it. I snatch the music. It's like Sound of Music, but I snatch the music. More likely than you think. We're gonna make Wilbur darker in this. In. Yeah, I got my arm trapped in the chair. Don't come at me. I'm sane. I haven't lost it yet. Wanna play with the blade in my way, don't know, that's the day with the blade. I arrive like a hurricane. He will eat us. and devour us. Is to hide. Hide so that the lightning will not see you. Under anything. Covers. Close the doors. Close the windows. Do not look. For if the light hits you, he will know. And he will know where to strike next. He strikes blind at night. You, moving around down below. He'll strike. And that is your funny lore for today. Ha ha ha, smile. That is your angsty, smiley lore for today. Come back tomorrow. For more shit. Did it crash? Or is my phone just crashing? Live stream crash, question mark? Oh no. Mark? Oh no. No, it's just my phone. Okay, good. My phone just said, lol, no. You're not cute. I love having phone as reader for YouTube chat and then Chatterino for... Did the stream crash? Did it? Did it? Question? It might have. Hold on. I don't think it did. It might have. Oh no! How? Okay, I think Twitch is still going. YouTube, I have fucking no clue. Maybe YouTube just was like, lol, no. You don't get anything. Get out of here. I don't know. Okay, well, there's that. But yeah, I can show everyone that the thing, the song that this is based off of right before I end. I also have to finish the other Bunflower animation, or not animation. What am I doing? Speed paint of Submerged. The Submerged chapter, which is a lot more angstier than Bones, and no one realizes, which is really funny. Like Bones is like, oh yeah, normal angst, and then like I Want to Hear It's Alright is like intense angst. Like, oh shit, it's worse than Pastoring. And I can say that with confidence. If you want an angst that's like worse than Pastoring, go for I Want to Hear It's Alright. It's so bad. It's so rough, man. It is bad. But I would highly recommend it, especially if you like angst. Bold and brash, man. I don't think it did. I think my phone's just being weird. But honestly, wouldn't put it past that the stream did crash because it was crashing like 5 times. Like every time I reload, like I did something on the screen, like updated the screen, it would crash, and I was like, oh my god. That's when I knew. I was like, I need to end stream. Put me in it. Oh, I thought that was the spider. I thought that was the spider that came for me. I thought I saw the spider that I lost that one day. On my wall, I was like, oh fuck. Miles on it. Alright. Oh, we've been going for 2 and 30 minutes. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's terrible lighting. I want to put a light source behind him because that, like, white, like, lighter colors, I kind of identify with space, and, like, area and, like emptiness, while, like, darkness, you kind of, like, more associate with being closed off. So, since in this, scene, I want him to feel like he's, like the camera is pulling away from him more of, because the last scene was, like, really closed off. This one should feel a lot more open to give that, like, kind of, like, contrast of being, like, ripped in two, of being like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be ripped into, between isolation and being trapped so much. Which is also symbolic because when Wilbur explodes, like, L'Manberg, it's, like, the first time he's kind of, like, releasing himself into the open, and you can tell because he stands before the opening, almost like he was freeing he was buried under the ground that whole time, and he's kind of, like, freeing himself from the confinements of the ground and blasting it open with his emotions. So it's always, like, I kind of want to, like, carry that feeling over, if that makes sense. Like, that's kind of the idea, is that feeling of, like, sudden like the passing of isolation in a confined space to sudden isolation in a whole large space, and, like, just how jarring that difference is. And that's kind of what I'm trying to compare, like give off with these two scenes, these two frames. It's just how different but similar it all is. Because this whole time it's been, like, really closed off, and now it's like, oh shit, it's open, and I'm gonna do all these things leading up to Schlatt's open, like, area shots, rather than, like, closed off. Maniac. So that's kind of the idea there, is it's more of, like, that kind of thought process. Streams for a real long time. And we want to get these lines because that, like, unites the pieces. This is the one where you have to, like, really, like, consider what you're doing, so then you can unite the pieces because it is such a contrast. Like, you need the contrast or it's not gonna work, but you also need to be able to, like, tell that it's from the same.
Wait, where'd it go? Try to retrace my steps, looking for an edge, check right, check left. Two ends work better, I guess, unless the other half wants to.
Aha, clean lines? I don't know her. And then you can make the obvious gay joke of, I can't draw straight lines, and then we all look at the camera like, this, stop. Oh my god, such an original joke. It's not like every queer person makes that joke when they're an artist. Haha, funny. I can't draw straight lines. I'm gay. I'm like, oh yeah. They all make the same joke. Why do they make the same joke? I understand it's an easy joke to make. But holy shit. Of another child. The thunder rolls in. He comes for us. My internet's probably gonna give out and be like, haha, lol. You thought you could stream? Get another life, man. And I'll be like, oh, you're right. Sorry, Mother Nature. I'll stop. I'll become a poor artist on the street just like you intended. Don't worry about it. Gallery work. Yep, sign me up. This is totally what gallery work is. I can do gallery work. I actually had my art hanging up in a college art gallery for a bit, so that's pretty cool. I wouldn't say it was like good or anything, but it happened. And then we're not gonna add. Oh fuck! We're not gonna add stuff to that. Oh, all the birds are gone. It is just leaves flying. I thought, like, I looked up and I was like, oh, look, the birds, it's fine. And it was just, like, giant leaves falling. And I was like, oh. Yeah, okay, I see you. Okay. Oh, they're big leaves. Oh, it is gonna be a windy storm. Okay, let's save that. And, we're gonna do, it's gonna be loud, too. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys the main thing, and then I'm gonna let you guys... I'm probably gonna raid someone, because I think I actually have viewers this time. Are you ready? Ready for the song? The song that this is, like, all... Okay. No, back. Pause. Pause. Okay, ready? It's gonna be kind of slow. No! We just did this.
Morning to the sound of motors roaring, they are drowning out the voices in my head. At night while I am sleeping, I can hear the angels speaking, but I can't recall a single thing they say.
It's not like playing. What the heck is wrong with it? Hold up. Let me see if I can get it to play. It is dark, man. The sky turned green, which is not normally a good sign. When I lived in Tennessee, they said if the sky turns green, that means a tornado is coming. Which, I don't think a tornado is coming. I don't think it's anything's calling for it. It's just rain. Also, my body isn't telling me anything, but rain is coming. So I think we're all good. That's another thing that's weird about me. Like, my body can predict the weather. So that's an interesting fact. I was trying to think of, like, interesting facts earlier. Someone was asking about interesting facts, so I was like, oh, I'll tell you some interesting facts, and then I completely forgot. Oh, you can hear her. I'll just play the song and try to match along with it, because it's just not working.
I wake up every morning to the sound of motors roaring, they are drowning out the voices in my head. At night while I am sleeping, I can hear the angels speaking, but I can't recall a single thing they say. I see their lips move clearly, I feel their presence near me, but each word they try to tell me just slips through the cracks. I push, I strain, I wrestle with my brain, and then a voice from somewhere whispers to relax.
Oh yeah. So by that point, when it says relax, that's when we're at flat. So it's all like really fast there.
She is my favorite mistress, yes, she knows my body like no other.
One other deuce.
My flesh and spirit.
But yeah, this is the song I'm using.
Fingers are inside me.
I think it's pretty cool.
Oh my God, lady, I'm your man.
This is Monza.
Fever, flu, malaria, come near me, do not spare me. I just long to spend another night on your back. I wrench, I shake, I cry until I break, and then I feel something release,
and I relax. But yeah, this is, and then that's him going into insanity, right?
I bang my head for days against the walls inside This maze
Is
has never
Fucktopia?
been too good at this damn kind of thing. I'm in here with my father, I'm just pacing, but he's smarter. He's been
That's,
building a
Phil's
fantastic
letters.
set of wings. And like that, I'm up and flying with the labyrinth behind me, but I go too high, the sun is melting through the wax.
Blows up
It burns. It
Lemanberg.
hurts. I tumble to the earth, and as I fall, I feel myself
Phil Stapp's in here.
relax.
And then this is Limbo.
Am I letting go? I think I'm letting.
That's Limbo. So, and that's all you get to hear. You gotta go find the song for yourself, man. But yeah, I think that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good thing. And then this image is gonna be spinning. So yeah, that's the gist. That's the gist. So if you like this, and you were like, wow, where can I see this? Go check out my YouTube. It will be up on Thursday. You can go see. You can go. Yeah. So this whole thing, I'll be hopefully done by Thursday and upload it on Thursday. So if you want to go see it, just go head over there and see it. If you're over here and be like, yes, good job, everyone, good job. Yeah, like, just, yeah. If you are just like, hold on, let's see. If you're on YouTube, consider subscribing. I gotta point this out. If you're here on Twitch, consider dropping a follow. It's pretty chill. We just stream every 2 weeks, as it is. Yeah. I don't think I have enough viewers. I think the viewers is just me and one other person. Remember to subscribe to become a badger. But yeah, I think the 2 viewers is just me and one other person, so I don't think I'll get a raid. You'll get 100. Oh god. If you join the Discord, I mean, you might be able. I might put some lore about you in the Broth AU, which is a speed pay. Not this week, but next week. I'm gonna put out, and it's gonna be introducing Broth AU lore. And if you want to be a part of that, go join the Discord and tell me about your badger and how they joined the Soup Mafia. And that I'll be taking like recommendations for people's badgers till the 23rd. So feel free to leave that in the Discord. Yeah, and that is it. And I'll probably work on this. I just don't want to do it while like a giant storm is coming by. I feel like that's a little like iffy, man. You're gonna be like, nah, man, not yet, not yet. It didn't get me yet, man. And this bird walked through the door. Him. Yeah. So, good night. Don't die. Don't let the badgers bite. And I'll see ya. I want to see if I can stream. Yeah, don't die. I better see you back here. And that's about it. Hope you had a fun time. And subscribe. I don't know how to end this. I don't know how to end. I was kind of waiting for it.